Oppression Olympics. Let's go.
It literally looks like I'm naked, but like I'm wearing this. Okay, like don't freak out. Okay. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Chelsea, and for today's video, y'all see the title, like I don't need to explain it, so I'm just gonna do like a get ready as I talk about the title. As what the title says, dating as a fat black girl is so wonderful. You get everybody you want. Like, it's literally the best thing ever. It's like, wow, like really everybody out here loves us. Like, it's such a perfect world, isn't it? Like, it's just wow. Like, I can't complain at all. I don't even know why I'm making this video. I guess it's to like boast. Yeah, I'm literally joking. Like, I'm literally, like, y'all can tell I'm joking. Yeah, dating as a fat black girl, it's non-existent. And then you add the layer, because I'm not gonna sit here and act like woe is me. Oh, I have it harder than other people in my community, and like the black community. Like, there is people who are dark-skinned, fat, disabled, LGBTQ plus, that have it way harder than me. Okay, so I'm not gonna sit here and act like woe is me, like I'm bottom of the bear, because that's what they like, you know, hierarchies. Yeah, so I'm not gonna sit here and act like that. So, but I'm just gonna talk about my experience. So just know that there's people who have different experiences, so don't be coming up in my comments talk about, oh, you're lying. It's my video, it's my experience. Okay, just a little small disclaimer before I get started. Y'all, I know I said I was gonna post Degrassi, but y'all aren't feeling the Degrassi content, so I thought we'll push it to next week, so you know I can get my views a little higher this time. I don't know, but yeah, I'm gonna break it up. I'm gonna break up this video into like 4 sections. Okay, the first section is being fetishized. I didn't know that there was this thing called like eaters, like feeders or something. It's like where they're just obsessed with getting you fat, you know. I didn't know about that, and I just found that out like a few days ago, and I was just like, what the fuck, this is so weird, like what is happening? But yeah, it's freaking weird. But yeah, like being fetishized, as like you add like the fetishization of being black, and then you have the fetishization of being fat, and then you have both that interconnect, and it's just like horrible. It's just horrible, because it's like you're actively pursuing me because I'm black, and then you're also actively pursuing me because I'm fat, which is so freaking odd. Why are you pursuing somebody because of their race and their body size? It's like you can have preference, no, I don't believe in that bullshit. I don't believe in like racial preference. That's bullshit. Or like, it just doesn't make any sense. Like, what? No, I don't want that type of nigga. That's gross. That's disgusting. No, because it's like they don't really like you for you. They like you because of what you look on the outside. Because it's like, yeah, you can like somebody with how they look on the outside, but like they overdo it. Not even overdo it, it's just gross. Fetishes are gross. I'm sorry. I'm also a kink shamer, so like before y'all type anything, I'm a kink shamer. I believe in kink shaming, because some of y'all deserve to be kink shamed. Okay, like y'all are sickos. I'm sorry. Like, y'all need to seek therapy. I know therapy isn't, you know, affordable, but baby, if you got the money, please seek help. But yeah, as I was saying, these feeders, like they like actively want to make you fat, which is, you know, if you like, I'm gonna sound like fat phobic, but like it's still an odd behavior. Like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, being fat, there's nothing with being fat, period, but like literally pushing somebody to keep eating and eating and eating because that sexually turns you on is gross. It's weird. no, no, you know, like it's just like no. But then you flip the whole fetishization type of thing in order, I mean, it depends on what type of fetish people have, I don't know, but I don't know if this is like a next point or whatever, but being fat and being black, you need to have the right proportions. Like being fat and then being black, like adding the blackness factor, it literally like puts things in a much worse position, because they expect black women to be this certain type of thing. They expect this black woman to be a certain type of prototype, you know, big ass, big tits, sometimes small waist, but you know, if you got natural, you know, booty and titties, like it comes with like a stomach, but they don't want that shit to be too big, okay? They don't want that shit to be too big. You know, you just gotta have the right proportion. Proportional fat is okay, but having, you know, fatness that isn't attractive isn't really gonna get you nowhere if you're trying to date, to be honest. Like in a grand scheme of things, like that shit ain't gonna get you nowhere. Like if you have, you know, no ass as a black girl, that's already an L. That's already an L in society's eyes, because it's like you're black but you ain't got no ass, like what's going on? And then no tits, that's another L. It's like, what is you good for, you know? That's what people see you as. And I forgot to mention this like before when I started the video, but this is from a cis hetero perspective. That's what I am. I'm cisgender and heterosexual. So like before y'all come at me, oh it's different, da 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 da. So like we all know what niggas like. Now it's like big tits, big boobs. Not even now, like what is it now? I don't know. No, because it's just been like a thing where niggas just like big ass and big tits. And then if you're a black girl and you don't have that but you only have a stomach, no, you're gonna be overlooked, my nigga. You're gonna be overlooked. Like, have y'all noticed that like these people don't even be calling themselves fat? They're like, I'm not fat, I'm thick, because they have big ass and big titties, so that puts them in the category of thickness. And but if you don't have any of that but you just got a stomach, you know, you build like a fridge, you're just fat. You're just fat. Like these people, these men be really, they're like, yeah, I love me a fat girl, but then you look at their type. Let's rethink that. The type of fat that they actually want is proportional fat. The fatness that comes with a big ass and big tits, okay? Like you can go without, you know, having big tits, okay? That's that. It's like a little bit of a leeway where they're like, okay, you ain't got no tits or you got ass, so I'm cool with that. But if you don't have both of them, good luck, Charlie. Like no. It's like that's when they start, you know, they flip the switch. They start being, you know, overly fat phobic. They start like calling you shit like that, like, you know, fat phobic shit. And it's just like it's so funny how society views fatness, especially like in the dating world, because it just changes. It's either you're like overly fetishized, not even overly, it's like you're fetishized, or just like discarded. And it's so wild to me. And then you add the layer of blackness. I already said this, you add a layer of blackness and then it's just like worse, just worse. Like going back to the fetishization section for a second, like these non-blacks expect you to be exceptional. Like they expect you to be everything that they dream of, everything that they've seen on social media. That's what they expect you. And it's just like I cannot deliver. And I'm not gonna sit here and act like, oh, I've talked to niggas, da 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 da. Nah, it's just something that you see. Like whenever you're around non-blacks, you just notice that shit. And when you add the layer of like dating and shit, like they just want you to be the exceptional Negro. Like they want you to exceed their expectations or meet their expectation that they've had of black women. You know, when you don't come here with big ass or tits and just like, you know, I don't know how to explain it, but it's just like you need to have that portrayal of black womanhood that they've seen on TV or like shows or freaking porn, and it's just nor oh, I even forgot to mention me dating niggas only, like this is a nigga chat only, okay? Like niggas, okay? Non-blacks, that era's over for me. It's a closed chapter. Yeah. But yeah, so but like I'm not gonna like I've never dated. I'm just saying like the type of people I'm trying to get into. And I know I just said there is no racial preference, da 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 da. Let's do more reading, babes. So don't try to clock me in the comment section, da 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 da. Let's do more reading. Okay? Okay, next section is being overlooked. That's something that I had to deal with. Like like it was never, I mean, like, okay, so this video was inspired by this tweet that I saw a few weeks ago. It's like the experience of being a black girl is so different than the experience of dating as a black girl is so different than non-blacks. And I was like, oh my gosh, yes. And then I just wanted to add in the fatness. I'm pretty sure other people have talked about this. It's not like I'm a revolutionary. Oh my god, I'm saying shit that nobody has ever said before. No, I'm just saying shit from my experience and just adding in other shit that people have said as well. It's like, I don't know, like open dialogue and just, I had no other video idea, okay? Let's just keep it rolling. So as a black girl, if you go to schools that aren't predominantly black, you will be overlooked. It's either fetishized or overlooked. There is no middle, there is no gray. It's just those two polar opposites, okay? It's just those two polar opposites. And in high school, like, I mean, I don't know, even like when you're younger, like I'm not really gonna talk about like high school, middle school, like elementary school. I mean, there was some dating here and there, but like nobody was really into that. But in high school, like, you know, people were doing, you know, sneaky links, you know, just like talking and shit like that. And I never had that ever in my life. It's like, okay, I went to two high school. One, it had more black people and like all my friends were black. And some of them, you know, they would get niggas. They would get niggas from all races. Like, it doesn't matter. And I guess we could add in the factor of me being shy and not like very outgoing. Okay. But I'll talk about, I don't know how to explain this, but that doesn't hinder the fact of me not getting niggas, okay? Which I'll talk about in a different section. But yeah, they would get niggas, they would talk to niggas and all that shit. They would get niggas even though they are black girls. But then you add the layer of being fat and then not being the right kind of fat. It just, you know, it adds to you being overlooked, to me being overlooked. I'm saying you as if like I'm talking to an audience that feel the exact same way. I guess they do. Like there's black fat girls out there. Duh. But it's just like, it just adds the layer of us being overlooked. And it was just like, damn, okay, this is kind of weird. And which brings back to the tweet that I was talking about, how like dating experience of a black girl is different. It's like, yes, it's different, but then you add another layer of identity, I guess I would call it, or oppression, like being fat or being dark skinned or being disabled or being LGBTQ plus. Like, shit like gets even worse, okay? So I don't know, it's just like I wanted to make that kind of connection. It's like, yes, it's different, but if you add another layer of oppression, it's drastically different, okay? Next section, being hidden. Okay? So you know how I said I'm gonna talk about me not getting niggas because I'm shy shouldn't be the end all be all for me not getting niggas, right? So in this section, I'm gonna talk about how niggas just want you to be hidden. It's like, yes, black girls go through that whenever they're talking to non-blacks or just black men. They go through that because they don't want to, the men don't want people to know, oh, they're talking to a black girl, da 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 da. No, but then you add being fat, it's just like an L. And then if you're not the cute fat, once again, his niggas finna clown him and you for being with him. Cause it's like, yeah, I've had like niggas trying to talk to me. It wasn't even talking, y'all. It was, let me not reminisce, because it's just like so fucking cringe and corny and just disgusting. But yeah, it's like they don't want other people to know that they're talking to you, or you can't tell other people. It's just like, it's more of like, let's do this shit under the table, da da da, and they're not even interested in you. Like in my perspective, they were never interested in me, like, to talk, like, ever. These niggas were never interested in me to, like, oh, what's your favorite color, da, da, da. No. It was always send nudes, how many body counts, da 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 da, have you ever had sex, da 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 da. It was always sexual. It's like, it was just oh my god, like, the hypersexuality of black girls, like, these niggas played into that shit. Like, they, oh my god, they expected me to be okay with that, to be open with that, to like be like, oh, this nigga's interested in me, so, you know, send him nudes, da, da, da. I never did that shit, baby. I know my worth, and I'm not that silly for me to even give niggas my body, and I've literally just talked to you on Snap. Like, it was just not, no. Like, they expect too fucking much, and then they have, and then when you don't, like, when you don't meet their expectation or give them what they want, these niggas try to play it off. Like, I've had like 2 times or a few times, no, like 1 or 2 times where this nigga was trying to like get me to send him shit, and he's like, and then I was like, no, I'm not doing that, and then he tried to play it off as if that was his cousin and shit like that. It's just like, if you're gonna be corny, stand tall in it, you know? If you're gonna do that shit, stand tall in it. Like, that was you, why are you trying to switch it up now? Like, be a man, like. Okay, the next section that I'm going into is you get what you get and you don't get upset. Like, it literally explains it. Like, fat black girls, you get what you get and you don't get upset. Like, you can't have any values, you can't have any standards. Like, if you do, you're asking for too fucking much from society. Like, you're already, people see us as a moral failing, and then you wanting something better, wanting something that you actually want, is seen as, I don't know what I'm trying to say, like, it's seen as like, oh bitch, you too bougie, like, you're asking too much and you look like that. That's what society see us whenever we have standards in people, whenever we have standards in men. And it's just like, skinny bitches can have standards as a fucking, like, from the ground to the sky. They can have standards, okay? But as a fat bitch, you can't even have 2 standards. You can't even have 2 standards. No. Like, it's just, it's, oh my god, navigating this world as a fat black girl is, oh my god. It's like, I'm complaining all this shit, but it's just like, I'm not changing it. It's like, I like it, but it's just like, you can complain and still like it, you know? Like, 2 things can coexist. But it's just like, okay, I see this on Twitter a lot and just in society. Like, whenever fat black girls that are good in their skin, that love the way they are, they cannot come on Twitter and talk about, oh, this is the type of nigga I'm looking for, da 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 da. No, everybody's gonna pull up their IVs, gonna put up their picture of their body and be like, how you gonna have standards and you look like this? And they're gonna get ratioed so bad. Or you see TikToks, oh my god, TikTok. I hate TikTok. It's such a menace to society. But you see TikToks of a fat black girl and you see her with a fine ass nigga, right? And everybody's like, God, when? I mean, you get that as like relationship goals, but sometimes you can get that shit as like, you know, like it's a backhanded compliment, or it's like, oh my gosh, what is she doing that I'm not, da, 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 da. Like they put so many fatphobic comments, or sometimes misogynoir, and it's just like, we literally cannot exist. We literally cannot exist in peace. Like, society expects fat black girls to get any fucking thing. They expect us to get a raggedy ass nigga, usually white, I'm sorry, usually a raggedy ass white nigga that just isn't even your type. I don't know, like, I'm not trying, like, I don't know how to explain it, but I have this vision in my head, but I just can't pull it out into words. But they just expect you to get what you get and you don't get upset. Like, if a nigga's trying to pull you, be okay with that. Because you don't know when the next time it's gonna be where somebody is interested in you. So if he's trying to holler at you, especially when he's being very sexual, you're supposed to be like, okay, that nigga is interested in me. Because people would take that niggas being interested in you sexually is something that you should, you know, trying to gravitate towards, something that you should only look for, especially when you're fat or black. And it's just like, that's not what I want. Who said that's what I wanted? Who said that that's what I wanted? Like, but yeah, like, you can never have any standards as a fat black woman. It's like, I know some people are gonna be like, oh my gosh, even as women, like, society don't let us as a whole have standards for men. I'm talking about fat black women, okay? And yeah, like, they expect you to just be okay. Especially, like, society looks at you a wrong way when you with a skinny nigga and they're like, well, what? That doesn't even make any sense. Like, all of a sudden niggas got question marks in their head. Like, how does that work? Like, how do you guys even do it? And it's just like, how do you even like her? Da, 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 da. I mean, sometimes it could be a fetish. Sometimes it could be a fetish, but sometimes it can just be fucking natural. Like, if I were to get on social media and describe my ideal nigga, everybody and their mother would be coming on my neck sideways talking about, oh, how you want this type of nigga when you look like that, when you build like that, da, 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 da. You should not be having any expectations. You get what you get. Like, you really can't have any standards. Like, you should just go with the flow. Da, da, da. No nigga, no nigga, no nigga. Like, no. Like, the way these society tries to silence black girls, and now you add, again, the amount of times I said fat or add a layer of fat is just wild. You add a layer of fatness, they're just like, no, you can't be doing all of that. You're doing too much. You're asking for too much. And it's just like, why the fuck not? Why can't I ask for too much? I don't have enough in society. Why can't I fucking ask for too much? Like, I see no issue with that. Like, fat black girls have standards. Have standards. Because these cis het men, first of all, that's already an L. That's already an L, like, in itself. Like, these men are disgusting. They're trifling. Like, have standards set for yourself. If you're looking for a nigga that's 6'5", good credit score, looks a certain fucking way, like, go for it. Go for it. I won't knock you. I won't knock you. Except if you're a divester. I'm sorry. If you're black and you're a divester, let us pray. Like, should I make a video about divestors? I don't know. Like, I don't want them swarming into my shit. I can't doing none of that. I can't be doing none of that. So, but yeah, like, if I come on social media talking about this is my ideal nigga, first of all, I don't even be asking for too much. Like, it's just bare minimum, the shit that I be asking. Like, fat black girls can't even ask for a bare minimum. Yes, I forgot to mention that. They can't even ask for a bare minimum. Okay, they can't ask for a respectful nigga, a kind nigga. Da, 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 da. Society just expects you to get what you get. Don't even cry about it, because you'll never get somebody else. So, you know, you better not be upset, because you'll never find somebody else. And it's just wild to me that society expects me to be okay with that, because it's just like, no, that ain't me. That will never be me. Like, I know my worth. And I want fat black girls to, you know, build their self-love and confidence, because babes, like, ain't nobody doing it like us. I'm sorry, like, we the shit, like non-blacks be trying to get like us, be trying to gain proximity to blackness, and you're out here hating your skin tone or just your fatness, and it's just like, or they be trying to end their life because they're fat, and it's just like, that's wild to me. Like, babe, find some inner healing. Like, you don't even have to love yourself. Like, there's this concept of body neutrality, where it's just like, you're neutral about your body. You don't hate it, you don't love it. And it's like, that could be a stepping stone into like loving yourself, into building self-love, instead of building self-hatred, you know? So like, if y'all don't know about that concept, you know, look it up, get into it. I don't know, like, I just had this thought, and it was about desirability and like desirability politics, and it's just like, I don't know, like, I don't know if I'm like ready or like have enough knowledge to even discuss that. But yeah, just like being fat and just being black plays into the role, like is connected to like desirability politics. And I don't know what I want to say. I don't know if when I'm editing this I'm gonna have more to say about that, but hopefully maybe I can make a video about that. I don't know, like, I clearly didn't come out here with fucking notes, but that's all that I got to say right now at this moment. Hopefully I can expand this video idea into later videos, and hopefully read more about fatness and blackness interconnected. I know I said that shit like in my other video, in my ED video, but hopefully, inshallah, soon. But if you guys enjoyed my video, please give it a thumbs up. Comment down below your thoughts on what I said, any comments you have about your own like dating experience or whatever. I think that's it. Oh, also subscribe if you have not. It would be amazing if we could reach 500 subscribers by the end of this year. And yeah, I think that's it. I'll see you guys next time, hopefully. Bye.